Hi, my name is Lauren Culp and I'm running for Speaker of the House. I have had many experiences where I needed to show leadership in order to achieve a common goal. As the leader of a veterinary group in Costa Rica, I created daily schedules for my fellow veterinarians in training, resolved issues with the group in order for us to work cohesively together as a team, and I volunteered to take charge to be the first and assist in a life-saving surgery in my group. As a female growing up in this society, I will fight for equal rights and payment, not just for women, but for every American citizen regardless of race, gender, sexual orientation, and religion. I believe in the voice of the people, and I'm here to pass legislation to make a real change. Currently in the United States, there are an estimated 10 to 12 million illegal immigrants. While it is true that most of these immigrants are not violent, this is not the case for everyone. The Central American Gang, MS-13, is present in over 40 U.S. states, and a lot of their members are illegal immigrants. One of the gang mottos, when translated, is steal, rape, and control. This gives evidence to the idea that they are putting a lot of American safety at risk. Illegal immigrants also add to the competitiveness of the job market, making it hard for American citizens to find work. Of the estimated 10 to 12 million illegal immigrants, about 8 million of them work. These illegal immigrants, many of whom don't speak English and don't have formal education, usually get low-skilled jobs. This ends up harming the less educated Americans because they are finding it harder to compete for jobs. Competition with these illegal immigrants cuts the wages of Americans without high school diplomas by up to $1,500. And it will be even more if the rate of illegal immigration goes up. These less educated Americans are among the most vulnerable members of society too. They already struggle with providing themselves and their families with basic health care and good food. And with all these illegal immigrants coming in, it's getting harder and harder every day for them to do that. Most illegal immigrants are nonviolent, hardworking, and good people. While they might come to America having no other options, what they are doing is still illegal and is threatening American security and workers. This should not be tolerated. I believe that building a border wall would not be effective enough to produce the results necessary to justify this enormous cost. It's enormous cost. A more dependable solution would be to monitor immigration more closely and integrate more reliable background checks, screening, and proper documentation for all immigrants. There is no doubt that humans are affecting the environment in negative ways. The recent years, we have seen glaciers shrinking, sea levels rising, and animal ranges shifting. If our CO2 emissions are not reduced, many scientists agree that as much as half of the world's sandy beaches would disappear by the end of the century. Not only that, but a lot of islands like the Florida Keys would also go underwater. Projections have also shown that more than 300,000 homes could be at risk of chronic tidal flooding with this century. Wildlife is already hurting because of global warming, and if our emissions stay the same or go up, it would devastate wildlife, especially in colder regions. My plan is to put more solar panels, wind turbines, and clean sources of energy into use, and to reduce the use of coal and oil power. Hopefully, this would heavily reduce our emissions. In the process of doing this, it will also create many new jobs that will replace the ones lost when coal and oil are reduced. Not only that, but it will also benefit every individual because these cleaner sources of energy are a lot cheaper, especially solar. Another issue in our country that needs addressing is the education system. As students across America prepare to graduate high school, it's found that in low poverty areas, 76% of students enroll in college right away compared to only 51% of high poverty areas. I believe the main reason for this is simply the cost of college. Even when low-income students get grants or loans, they struggle with debt that may force them to drop out. It was found that in low-income students, even those who receive Pell Grants, the government's main form of financial aid for low-income students, still hold more debt in those not receiving it. Because of this, 38% of low-income students drop out of college, compared to less than a quarter of middle or high-income students. I think that we can fix this problem by offering more student aid to those in need. One form of financial aid for low-income students is the Pell Grant, but even so, there is a need for more types of financial aid to help more people. If you elect me, I promise that I will bring attention to the insufficient funds allocated towards financial aid and help to better the situation so everyone has the opportunity to receive a college education. There are about 1.18 million immigrants in the U.S. today. My team and I agree on the importance of having secure immigration processes that include proper documentation and background checks. In order to prevent illegal immigrants, we need to increase border security. My team and I also believe that every American citizen should have access to Social Security. However, funds should only be allowed to those who truly need it. Once an individual has qualified for Social Security, they should be obligated to comply with regular drug testing in order to ensure they are not abusing the money being provided to them. Healthcare should be affordable to every citizen. It is important to create a more efficient healthcare system for people in the United States. My goal as Speaker of the House of Representatives is to help the American people. And while I have firm beliefs, this will not limit me from having an open discussion. My name is Lauren Culp, and I would like to be the next Speaker of the House. Thank you.